Attention passionate Chicago, BEARS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, BEARS. Let's get to the news folks. We're sitting here watching the NFL landscape shift again. And it's not just about a team or a player. It's about the entire NFC North potentially getting redefined right before our eyes. And at the heart of this buzz is the intriguing rumor that the San Francisco 49ers might be open to trading Christian McCaffrey, one of the most dynamic and versatile running backs in the league, to the Chicago Bears. Yeah, you heard me right. The Bears could be in the middle of this high-stakes chess move that might reshape our offense and our playoff chances. It's a bold move, but one that could set us up for a serious leap forward, especially considering the current state of our backfield and the overall offensive setup. Now, let's get into the specifics, because there's a lot of chatter out there, and some of it is pretty compelling. Reports suggest that the 49ers, who are sitting on a pretty tight salary cap situation with about $5 million left, are looking at their options after a rocky 4-5 start to the season. Their offense has been a roller coaster, partly due to injuries and a significant amount of sacks allowed, 37 to be precise. They're also dealing with some injury issues at the skill positions, and that's making them consider a rebuild of sorts. One of the options on the table is trading away Christian McCaffrey, who remains one of the best dual-threat backs in the league, even at 29, and who's still ranked as a top 10 player in the NFL's top 100 for 2025. The proposed deal. The Bears would send a second-round pick in the 2026 draft and a fifth-rounder in 2027 to the 49ers in exchange for McCaffrey. This move would free up around $13 million in cap space, which could be redirected toward bolstering our offensive line, an area that desperately needs reinforcements. The idea is to give Justin Fields more weapons, more versatility, and to revitalize a run game that's been a bit inconsistent this season, especially with the instability in our backfield with players like Khalil Herbert and Donta Foreman currently sidelined or dealing with injuries. Adding McCaffrey would not just be a talent boost. It would be a statement that the Bears are serious about competing now, not just building for the future. According to NFL insiders like Adam Schefter and others, the 49ers seem to be sellers ahead of the November 4th deadline, and McCaffrey's name keeps popping up as a potential trade target. The Niners, who have a strong roster but are facing some gaps on defense and secondary depth after injuries, are looking to clear cap space and acquire draft picks to facilitate a broader rebuild, similar to what we saw happen with the Eagles in 2023. They're also reportedly considering other options, like dealing away players to create the flexibility they need. The talk about a surplus of running backs in San Francisco is real, with teams eyeing the opportunity to add depth or a proven veteran who can make an immediate impact. What makes McCaffrey such a game changer is his ability to excel both as a rusher and a receiver. Last season, he was named an All-Pro at just 29 years old and was among the top performers in the league, a true dual threat that defenses struggle to contain. He's averaging over 820 rushing yards in 2025 on 160 carries, with a remarkable 5.1 yards per carry and 6 rushing touchdowns. His receiving game is equally impressive, with 48 catches for 420 yards, averaging about 8.5 yards per reception. His PFF grade is sitting at an excellent 88, too, which reflects his consistent high-level play. Over his career, McCaffrey has amassed more than 500 rushing yards and 65 rushing touchdowns, along with the ability to make big plays when it counts. His EPA per run of 0. 27 and broken tackles totaling 36 put him in the upper echelon of NFL backs. And his YAC, yards after contact, a 4.4 per carry, shows his toughness and ability to turn small gains into big ones. However, he did suffer a groin injury in Week 3, missing 2 games, which has raised some eyebrows about his durability. But let's not forget, this is a player who consistently produces when healthy, similar to Alvin Kamara's career stats, and can boost any offense he joins. The Bears, with their current running back situation, could really use someone like McCaffrey to add a new dimension to our attack. Imagine Fields handing the ball off to him on a zone read or lining him up as a receiver out of the backfield. The possibilities are exciting and could unlock a new level of offensive efficiency. Now, it's important to recognize that the 49ers, despite their talent, are facing some strategic questions about their roster. Their quarterback, Brock Purdy, has been solid but not spectacular, with an 80.8 grade under pressure, indicating they may be looking at how they can improve their offensive line or secondary with draft picks. Their focus seems to be on a rebuild similar to the Eagles' approach in 2023, where they prioritized youth and depth on defense, especially after injuries decimated their secondary. The idea is to create a more balanced team that can contend for a deep playoff run, but they need draft capital to do that. Trading McCaffrey, who's still highly productive, could be a way to accelerate that rebuild, especially if they get the draft picks they're seeking. For us, the Chicago Bears, this could be a turning point. Our offense, which has shown flashes of potential but has been inconsistent overall, would get a serious boost with McCaffrey. We're currently sitting at a 5-4 record, and while we've had some ups and downs, our backfield is a bit of a carousel right now. With Khalil Herbert and Donta Foreman battling injuries, adding a player like McCaffrey could stabilize our ground game and make us more dangerous on third downs. Plus, our projected all-purpose yards could jump by over 300 yards if we land him. And that's not just numbers, that's real production, real impact on our offense. What's even more interesting is the potential ripple effect. Adding McCaffrey could push our win probability in crucial games, like against the Packers or in the NFC playoff picture, by up to 14%. That's a significant boost, especially in close contests where every yard and every play counts. The odds for us making the playoffs could jump from plus 1,000 to plus 700, making us a real dark horse in the postseason race. It's not just about adding a superstar. It's about changing the narrative around our team, about proving that the Bears are back in the conversation as serious contenders, not just pretenders. This move would also send a message to the NFC North. The Vikings and Lions are both competitive, but if the Bears can make a move like this, it signals that we're not content to sit back and watch. It's about rewriting our future, about asserting dominance in the division, and about giving our young quarterback, Justin Fields, the tools he needs to thrive. With McCaffrey on board, our offense would become more explosive, more unpredictable, and more capable of taking down anyone in our path. It's a bold step, but one that could define the next era of Bears football. In conclusion, folks, what we're witnessing right now is more than just a trade rumor. It's a potential game changer. The possibility of Christian McCaffrey joining the Chicago Bears isn't just about adding a star. It's about transforming our entire offense and elevating our chances to contend for a deep playoff run. The NFL is about stars making big moves, and this could be one of those defining moments for us. As always, we have to keep our eyes on the prize, stay hopeful, and believe in our team's ability to make the right moves at the right time. Because if this trade happens, the NFC North better watch out. The Bears might just be on the verge of something special. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. Do you believe McCaffrey could be the piece that pushes us over the edge? Are you excited about the possibility of this move? Or do you think we should hold tight and focus on our current roster? Whatever your thoughts, let us know, because this is the kind of move that could define our season and maybe even our future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Let's keep the passion alive and keep believing, because the Bears are on the rise, and who knows? Maybe McCaffrey is just what we need to take that next big step.